Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. This is every NG, and this is Unplug, brought to you exclusively, of course, by every NG. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Victor, and of course, always on every NG, we're here to give you all the updates of the latest happenings in entertainment, politics, sports, and you name it. We give you everything that you need to know right here on Unplug, and it's a pleasure as always to be here bringing you the show. Well, we always have a story of the day, one particular story that we feel should, in a way, draw your attention more than others. And yesterday we told you that President Buhari has been summoned by the Nigerian Senate, and we do not know if he is going to respond, if he was going to respond to that call by the Nigerian Senate to answer on issues of insecurity in the country. Well, we have the latest updates on that one. We'll be letting you know what it is. And also something very interesting that the Chief of Army Staff said. You definitely want to know what it is, so just hang in there. But then, first things first, let's start with what is happening in the world of entertainment and particularly with Laycon. Last year in December, Laycon was at a particular place, and you would agree with me that his life has changed significantly since then. A couple of days ago, he said he was going to share where he was at this time last year and where he is right now. And he did that, and trust me, it is a significant difference. He shared what was going on with his music, streaming numbers, and last year at this time, Laycon was below 100 streams. His music had just less than 100 streams on Spotify, just about 98 streams in just about 12 countries and thereabouts. But now, Laycon has done almost 250,000 streams in the space of 1 year. Of course, everything just was catapulted forward for him after his stay in the BB Niger house, and he is doing so well for himself. And aside from that, the video of his song Hip Hop featuring Deshino is currently trending number one on YouTube, and it has been trending number one on YouTube for about a week now. So Laycon is really doing well for himself, and hopefully this continues for him. He's loved by many and hated by few, I dare say. Anyways, away from that, now let's talk another music star, and that is Davido. Recently, we all know about the A Better Time album, and there's this particular song on that album that is doing so many numbers at the moment, and that is The Best featuring Mayokun. One of my personal favorites of the album, to be honest, if not my favorite, and that song is currently number one on Nigerian charts this week when it comes to radio play, when it comes to the radio charts, when it comes to streaming numbers and all of that. That song is currently topping all the Nigerian charts, and it's a good one for Davido. It's not the first song of A Better Time to be doing such great numbers, topping the charts in Nigeria. We've also had the song where he featured Nicki Minaj, Holy Ground, and also Femme. So Davido is, of course, doing the numbers with the A Better Time album. And if you have not listened to it, I don't know what you're still doing at this time. Please go check out that album. Aside from that, we're still talking Davido. Davido has done something really, really remarkable and something that has endeared so many more people to him. He recently came out on Twitter and tweeted that his driver is getting married very soon. But that's not all. He also said he's going to be his driver's best man. How do you take that? I would love to hear from you. Drop me a comment. I always take your comments. I really did not know how to respond to that particular piece of news when I got to hear it. I was like, wow, how humble can a man be? I mean, just how down to earth can Davido be? They're really, really incredible. About this time last year, when his brother Adewale was getting married, he was also his best man. But I'm sure not many people would have expected that he would, agree to perform best man duties for his driver. But that is just how incredible Davido is. So this one is for the 30 billion gang, Abi 30 billion naira gang, whatever it is. Your boss is doing really, really great. Now, for supporters of Davido, Rihanna Omokri is a former presidential aide, And he has recently come out to defend Davido. Now, what happened? Davido decided that he was going to pay for the gifts of the governor of Kogi State's children. They went shopping somewhere in Dubai, and one thing led to another, and Davido footed the bills and all of that. So people from the north, some people from the north, came dragging Davido and saying the fact that he decided to do that shows that he is in support of all the killings going on in the north. Now, I was just trying to connect the dots and trying to make sense of it. How does him, footing the governor's bills, governor of the states in the middle belt, mean that he's supporting killings in the north? But anyways, I don't want to dwell too much on that. Reno Omokri came out to defend him in a tweet, and he was like, you people should leave this young man alone. Leave him alone. This man is very good at making people happy. That is what he knows how to do really well. And he's doing it exceptionally well. If you people dragged Nigeria's leaders as half as much as you dragged Davido, maybe all the killings in the north would not be happening now. Alright, so Reno Mokri is having none of that. But let me know what you think. Of course, like I said, I'll always take your comments. I have a few comments to take now. This one is from Obumeme Ofokanti. You have to pardon me for the pronunciation. It says, good afternoon. This one is from It's Celebrity. It also says, good afternoon, dear. Good afternoon to you too, dear. Swanky says, His grace is personified. The rejected stone is now the chief cornerstone. Nice one, Laycon. Thank you very much. Still from Swanky. Interesting. That is very good of him. I think Davido is a very humble person. No matter his status, yet he still wants the best for his driver and his fans. Much love. I agree with you on that. This one just came in from Eugene and says, good day. Good day to you too, Eugene. And it's back to the show now. We've had enough of Davido and all the musicians. Now let's talk Duncan Mighty. Duncan Mighty recently was in the news for not so very good reasons. He was accused of assault. Till now, he didn't respond to those allegations. But he came out again on social media, on his Instagram precisely, and he attacked men who treat their partners better than their mothers. He said, and I quote, God will punish you if your woman owns a car and your mother is still trekking. Really strong words to use there by Duncan Mighty. Essentially, he was saying you cannot be treating your girlfriend or your wife or your woman much better than you treat your mother. He also talked about things like, sending her money, buying airtime and stuff like that. You don't just do things like that. Well, anyways, that is his point of view. I'd also like to know what you think about that, of course, in the comments. I'll be taking as many comments as I can. But now, moving away from Duncan Mighty, let's now talk about Linda Ikeji. Linda Ikeji's name always makes the news for one reason or the other. Either she's doing something for herself, or she's being dragged for one reason or the other. But anyways, during her birthday, that was recently, we all know how she spoiled herself with so many shoes, and she talked about getting herself a car and all of that. Well, anyway, she just got the car about a couple of days ago. She showed it off, a 2020 Range Rover Autobiography. Oh my God, really beautiful car. Anyway, she was standing in between that car and another very expensive car of hers, a Bentley, and she captioned that post, with a grateful kind of comment, talking about how she's pleased with how she's living life on her own terms and enjoying her life. And she also talked about her son. Her son is just about 2 years old now, or thereabouts. And she was talking about how grateful she is for her son and her life and all of that. Now, note, one thing Linda Ikeji is always in the news for is the fact that she doesn't have a partner as such or yet. And Linda Ikeji now said that despite all of this and the fact that she's happy with where she is, she still wants a man in her life. So that was a very, very interesting admission. She still wants a man in her life. So if you think you're the man for Linda Ikeji, I don't know if she's taking applications, but anyways, find your way. Where there is a will, they say there is a way. All right. Anyways, let's not move away from that. Let's talk someone else, another lady. This time, an Nollywood actress. Her name is Ruth Kadiri. She came with a very hot take on relationships, and it was about partners checking each other's phones. This is one topic, you'd agree with me, always causes, rancor here and there in relationships. Some people will be like, why would we be in a relationship and we can't check each other's phones? Others would be like, don't even touch my phone, stuff like that. Ruth Kadiri is saying you cannot say you're lovers or you're in a relationship with somebody and you cannot check each other's phones. It doesn't make any sense. That is according to Ruth Kadiri. She feels it's imperative, it's by force, in fact. You need to be able to check each other's phones. Anyways, let me know what you think about that in the comments as well. Like I say, I'll always take as many comments as I can. Now let's move on from that to the big story. I told you about President Muhammadu Buhari and the fact that he said, or he was summoned by the Nigerian Senate to answer questions about what is going on in the north as regards insecurity and the recent killings last weekend of farmers and all of that. Well, the president has agreed to stand before the Senate and answer to whatever questions they're going to throw at him and all of that. Good one, I would say, because we need to know. All right, we really need to know. There's so many questions being asked, and all these questions need answers, and the president is in the best position to provide these answers. But the Chief of Army Staff, Major General Tukur Buratai, said something quite interesting that so many people are not happy about. And he said insecurity in Nigeria could continue for the next 20 years. Are you a prophet of doom, or is this something that you know is going to happen? A lot of people are saying, okay, why won't he say that? Because they have a hand in it. They know what is going on. So that is why he can make such a claim. But I find that really, really uncomfortable. Saying insecurity for over a decade now has been a problem in Nigeria. And you're saying for the next 20 years, you're still going to be having to deal with it. Man, really tough nut to crack, if you ask me. But anyways, let me know what you think in the comments before the show is over, and let's move on from that now to something a lot lighter, so to speak, but it's still political. This time we're moving out of Nigeria. We're talking Donald Trump, still in the news for refusing to concede defeat. But now, big question. After a reception in the White House, it was a holiday reception, Trump seemed to admit defeat. He said, quote, "See you in the next 4 years." And he was hosting Republicans at the White House, and they were all crammed in his space. And the press has been particular about the fact that none of them were wearing masks, or very few of them were wearing masks, and they were violating the COVID-19 protocols that they put in place. Like the president, enforced those particular guidelines, and they were violating it right there in the White House. But that is, by the way, Trump's statement seemed to point to the fact that he might have accepted defeat by saying, well, we have done 4 years, we are trying to do another 4 years, otherwise, see you in 4 years. Now, Trump is trying to say, well, if I have lost this time around, I will be contesting in the next 4 years against Joe Biden. That will be very interesting to see, don't you agree? It will. Keep our fingers crossed until that one happens. Now, away from all the politics, back to entertainment. And this time we're talking British singer Rita Ora. Rita Ora got into a bit of trouble on the internet because she recently celebrated her 30th birthday, and she violated COVID guidelines to celebrate and throw a party. She was fined $10,000 and she just paid the fine. Like she paid the fine because she still wanted to host the party. A lot of people came after her and said, "Oh wow, you are abusing your privileges because you are a celebrity, you are in some kind of position, you can afford the money. So you know you're going to be fined, you just pay it and decide to do what it is you want to do because you want to do it. You don't mind if it is wrong and you're risking the health and lives of many people." That did not, go down well with so many people, and Rita Ora came out to apologize, and some people are not taking that apology. I don't know whether I am going to take the apology from her anyways, but that's by the way. I have a comment or two here. This one is from Clinton. Clinton says, she's right. Ruth Kadiri is right. And okay, about partners being able to check their phones. This one is from Clinton again. He says, honestly, the president has nothing to say except the same thing he's been saying. That is what so many people are saying, but then we're waiting to hear what more he has to say, if he has any more to say. He goes on to say, Buratai case tired person, oh man, not just you. Trump has no other option but to accept he was defeated by Biden. If he should contest, it will be interesting. It definitely will. And finally says, Rita Ora has the money, so I really don't see issues with what she did. Oh wow, really? Okay. So that means anybody who has the money can just go ahead and flout the rules, right? Anyways, I guess that is up to your discretion or perspective or whatever it is. But moving away from a British singer, let's talk an American singer now, Rihanna. And it's official, Rihanna is in a new relationship. And she's in a relationship with someone else in the music industry, the American music industry. And we're talking about rapper A$AP Rocky. Rihanna left a shaky relationship in January this year. She was with a billionaire, Hassan Jamil, and this is the first time she has been spotted with A$AP Rocky at different places. They have been friends for a long time, but rumors started flying around that they were probably, in a relationship. But now it is official; they are dating. A$AP Rocky and Rihanna. What do you think about that combination? I don't know, but I like how they look together though. We'll see how it goes. You know how it can be with these celebrity relationships, here today, there tomorrow. But I do wish them all the very best though. Okay? Now we're done with all of that. Let's move to the world of sports, where so much happened yesterday night, especially in the UEFA Champions League, and it was record setting and record breaking. Chelsea and their striker Olivier Giroud. Chelsea played against Sevilla. It was their fifth game of the UEFA Champions League group stage, and they won that game 4-0. All 4 goals courtesy of Olivier Giroud. Olivier Giroud is 34 years old, 34 years, 64 days old. That makes him the oldest player in the history of the Champions League to score a hat-trick. Really wonderful news, isn't it? And he's the first player to score 4 goals in a game for Chelsea since Frank Lampard in 2010. That is really, really wonderful. I mean, a lot of people were saying Olivier Giroud is finished, so to speak. That's probably one reason why they got Timo Werner during the summer, but he's doing really well, silencing his critics and playing some of the best football of his career. Now, away from Olivier Giroud, one of the GOATs, Cristiano Ronaldo, has reached a very huge milestone in his career. Yesterday night for Juventus, he brought up his 750th goal, career goal for both club and country. He started from Sporting Lisbon, scored 5 goals there, moved to Manchester United, scored 118. In Real Madrid, he scored about 450. He has scored about 75 with Juventus now. And the man is unstoppable. He's still going to score so many more. Some people are backing him to go 1,000 goals. So that might be a little bit too optimistic. But, I mean, it's Cristiano Ronaldo. There's probably nothing like impossible for the man. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to Olivier Giroud. And tonight is the night for Europa League football, but then that is by the way. I have to run now. That is all we've got for you on Unplug for today. Thank you so much for joining. It's always a pleasure to bring you the show. It's courtesy every NG. My name is Victor, and until we come your way again next time, do have yourself a lovely time. Goodbye.